Week 1 in the books.
Big game.
Big game. Big win.
Big win.
Big win. We weren't off by much.
No.
You know, I predicted 27-10.
Yeah, I said 24-13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were close. But yeah, so welcome to Accountable Sports. We are in week 2, going into week 2. So we'll look back on week 1 of the game, how we did on some of our bold claims, predictions, stuff like that, and then also look into week 2.
Yeah.
So start it right out.
What you think of the game? Simple.
Think of the game. I thought it was a great game. I liked that we jumped out on them early and we didn't seem to let off until about the fourth quarter, it looked like, to be honest with you. Which I feel like in other years we let off like almost as soon as we got the lead.
Right.
Like we would have let off.
Once we got that 21-0 lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would have let off in like the second quarter and like ran it three straight
plays, pumped it.
Yeah. And not have only had one punt. So yeah, I like the game. I like the play calling. I like the play calling to a degree.
Yeah.
Running Josh Allen more than running backs is not a good idea in my opinion. Like I'm okay with here and there sprinkled in, maybe 2, 3.
Yeah.
Not 14.
And I truly believe Josh Allen did a lot of read options.
Yeah.
And I think the Jets wanted him to carry the ball.
Yeah.
Like they're saying, hit their running backs. We want Josh Allen because Josh Allen, I love Josh Allen, but in the Jets game planning,
he fumbles.
He's going to fumble.
Yep.
And which he did. He had 2 fumbles.
Yep.
Now, mind you and I questioned a couple of the play calls. Like, you're up 21-0. You're in the red zone.
Yep.
And you do a design quarterback sweep.
Yeah.
With 2 running backs that are healthy. It isn't like they're not healthy.
Yep.
Were they doing well that game? Mm.
Right. That's
but
a whole
still, you're in the red zone.
Right. At least settle for a field goal. Like come away 24-0 then at that point instead of 21.
Unnecessary hits.
Yep.
Up 21-0 in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple play calls that I'm just kind of.
he got flipped. I never want to see a quarterback get flipped.
I watched that play.
I
almost said Cordy Glenn. Deion Dawkins did a pull block out there.
Okay.
Missed that corner. The corner just, like, he was going to go block the corner. I think he just thought the corner was just going to, like, absorb the hit or something.
Yeah.
And it just dove right at Josh Allen.
Really?
Yeah. So I think in Josh Allen's mind, I think he was thinking, like, oh, he's got him. I'm going upfield. And then whack.
Yeah. And then he
tree chop.
Yeah. And goes over 6'5" and then fumbles. And yeah. That would be my only complaint with Dable is 18 combined carries for Zach Moss and Devin Singletary and 14 for Josh Allen. Like, give the running backs, let them do their job.
Right. I can see that.
Yeah.
My thing in the game, I thought our offense looked awesome.
Yeah.
Outside the run game.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Like, if you were to tell me what the Jets' best part of the defense, I think it's their front line.
Oh yeah.
Their secondary is questionable. Yeah. Quinn Williams just dominated.
Yeah.
And then I get so upset. I'm like, God, why can't Cordy Glenn block him? The dude was the best tackle.
Yeah, coming out of the draft last two
years ago now. So it's like you got that second year. And he looked good.
Yeah, he did.
So but still, I expect better out of him.
Yeah.
I thought we had missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Like that's my biggest. Like if I had one big complaint about was missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Like Josh Allen had 2 wide open receivers.
Yeah.
Wide receiver, tight end.
Yep.
For a touchdown, and it's like he rolled out to his left and wouldn't just stop.
Yeah.
Just a second. You didn't have that pressure.
No.
And
there was no one there.
He tried to do that little arm flick for that touchdown and just soars it past him.
It just sailed on him.
Yeah. It just take a second.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's pretty much my biggest thing.
Yeah.
And then Tyler Bass, please guys, don't offer the head.
Yeah.
Stop. Week 1
of
a rookie season.
It's okay.
I would have been more upset if he would have missed those 2 field goals, or if he had those missed field goals and missed the extra points.
Right. He hit the extra points.
Hit the extra points.
Yeah.
Field goals are coming. The first one he missed.
It's
questionable whether he missed it or not.
Yeah.
And I think that
he kicked it higher than the goalpost.
Yeah. And I think that just got questioned on the second kick. And I think he just wanted to go up there and just boot it good.
Yeah, he wanted the line drive and he ended up pushing it.
Pushing it too far.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna say off of this guy's head after week 1.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was the Titans and I had Gostowski miss an extra point, 3 field goals, a veteran kicker.
Yeah.
It's a different story than a rookie first game.
Absolutely.
All that pressure.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just glad fans weren't in there because we might have seen more missed field goals.
Every Bills fanatic thing that I saw was like cut Tyler Bass, and like the ESPN was like 3 kickers to cut Tyler Bass. I'm like, hold up, this guy's a rookie.
Yeah, not after one
first game after,
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah. I mean, we've cut kickers too early before. I think it was Gary Anderson we drafted.
I was going to mention that one.
Cut him his rookie year.
Yeah, good thing he didn't go off to have a Hall of Fame year.
Right?
Or will be, probably.
Yeah, one of like 3 kickers in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, like let's
tone it down.
Yeah, first game. Like, at least give
Dustin
him a
Hopkins.
season.
I mean, when we drafted Dustin Hopkins and cut him, I mean, Carpenter was still doing very successful.
And Hopkins got hurt.
And Hopkins was and Hopkins has had a not great, I'll say good NFL career so far.
In Washington.
Yeah. So I just hold off on that.
Yeah. We also one of the missed opportunities too that he completed the pass, but I still consider it a missed opportunity. The low pass to Cole Beasley on the wide open on the seam route.
Oh.
If you lead him, he had the corner and safety split perfectly.
Perfect.
You lead him a little bit, he's probably running to the end zone instead of like reaching back, falling down. I mean, we got the completion, yes. It could have been bigger.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I liked Josh Allen's maturity, his first 300-yard game. Let's just talk about that.
Yeah, 71% completion. Yeah. Two knocks that everybody in national media always knocked on him. Completion percentage, no 300-yard game.
Yep.
First game
of the season, boom.
Knocks them both out.
And I'll say this, I love the spread offense.
Yes.
I'm not a big fan of the spread offense. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think with how many athletes we have, I get it.
Yep.
And then I also was reading something about like, Dawson Knox, this or that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first off, we have 3 great wide receivers. He's our 4th target.
Yes. Yep.
And he really should have had 3 catches.
Yeah.
30-something yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
That missed again. That was that one. I feel like he should have just stopped and thrown it.
Yep.
But
that one he came down with,
great catch, and we did a tight end screen.
Yeah. Dawson Knox rookie year doesn't come down with that jump ball.
No.
That shows me he's working on his hands a little bit. He made that contested catch.
Yeah.
Last year he's not making
that contested catch is that one that Josh Allen took that helmet hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there would be a fine. I haven't seen anything yet.
That's a bad hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facing that Greg Williams defense, you never know.
You never know about Greg Williams.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
Ever since like that Bounty Gate came out, it's like,
right?
Yeah. And then the only other thing I want to say is we went spread a lot, so we didn't have a lot of tight end sets, or if we did, it was Dawson Knox spread out. Where's Tyler Kroft though?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing because we did we did a bunch of plays where the wide receiver was doing like what I thought the tight end would be doing.
Yeah.
That little motion block, pretend like a block, pretend like to run out for a pass.
Yeah.
And we're expecting Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
Who got a lot more snaps than I thought.
Yes, for sure.
Which I like. I like that he's out there.
Yeah. Because he's just going to make plays, I feel like, the more he gets.
There's a couple times he was supposed to run block, and clearly the defense was like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And stop and tackle the running back.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, I'm like,
why are we expecting that from him?
If that was the case, switch that with him and Dawson Knox. Do that with Knox.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. Or, Dawson Knox.
Or Kroft.
Or Kroft.
Or paying him $6 million or something like that.
Yeah, where's Kroft?
Or $9 million. I think it was $9 million.
And then I was right on Cody Ford right guard, Darrell Williams right tackle.
You were. I was surprised. And when you made that point that we want Ty Nashashki kind of like there in case if anything were to occur at right or left tackle, I get it.
Yeah. Yep, because it's not his ability of being injured. It's his knees are on almost a pitch count.
Right.
He can only take so many more snaps with his knees.
His knees, yeah.
And I didn't see them wanting him to start at right tackle and then have Deion Dawkins go down and him having to play more snaps than we need.
We need to. And you're right. Yeah, Darrell Williams is definitely younger.
Yeah.
I think that's something we just need to look into the draft at either another tackle.
Yeah. Or a guard if we let Feliciano walk.
Right.
If we
keep Ford at guard.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to. like I didn't give Ford enough credit. Not credit. He's a rookie, second-round draft pick for right tackle. Let's see what he does at guard. I want to see him before like 4 or 5 games to see if like.
And we will too because Feliciano's on IR. So.
Right.
And like I brought this up during the game because there were some blocks that Ford missed, and Ford was getting pushed back a lot too. He didn't have the greatest game. I'm not going to say he had a bad game, but it wasn't the greatest game. Mm-mm. And I brought this up to, like I said to you. At what point do we just pick a position for him and let him just focus. And train for that position?
The whole offseason, you're probably trying to get him thinner, which I want him to be thinner.
Yeah.
To play right tackle against the speed guys. Yep. And then you're like, okay, thank you for losing a little bit of weight. Now let's go face the big guys down in the defensive tackles that are 320.
Yeah.
And
push mountains.
Yeah.
They're used to pushing Quentin Spain, the ogre over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Cody Ford? Boom.
Yeah, exactly. So let's like I know I don't want to say like, but I want him to play there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like pick a position for him so he can focus on it, and then we'll see the best of Cody Ford. Whether it be right tackle or right guard, just pick one. Mm-hmm. Stop flip-flopping.
Right. The other so a couple things that got me during this game. I know we're gonna probably talk a lot during this video. Mm-hmm. We got 3 sacks. That's pretty much our average.
Yeah, last year's average.
Yeah. Yep. And a lot of it is going to be more coverage sacks than actually us making an ability because we spend enough in our defensive line. I would think that we would
have the ability
to cause pressure, which clearly. Watch week 1. The Jets don't have the best offensive line, and we couldn't even get pressure.
No,
so a lot of these
blitzed
sacks,
a lot.
Yeah,
Hyde off the edge, Milano, Edmonds off the edge. I mean, if you go back there and watch it, it's 5. You're rushing 5 instead of 4, and that's the worst offensive line we'll probably face.
Yeah. So Trent Murphy, your boy.
Yeah, I gotta let him know. So I made the bold claim that AJ Epinesa will get a sack before Trent Murphy. Really hurts when AJ Epinesa is on the inactive list.
Yeah, that's something we got to bring up. But
why is your second round pick on the inactive list? And then Trent Murphy comes in there and gives 0 Fs about what anyone said about him in the offseason.
You know what confused me? He started, and then I didn't really see much of him in the second half.
No.
So I don't know. But he got a sack.
He got a sack.
Addison got a sack.
Yep.
And Dodson got a sack. Now.
I mean, that's
I don't know
Sam
what
Darnold
was thinking, but he gave us our average, so thank you, Darnold.
Right? It's like
I think he was thinking about throwing it, and then he's like, "Oh, fuck it," and then he
just gets pushed out of bounds. Yeah. But I mean, you're that close to the edge, just wrist flick it.
Milano do Milano things, gets the pick, and then gets injured. So Milano do Milano things.
Yes. Yep. Always.
And then Jordan Poyer,
always
our
the
boy,
playmaker, and always on the injured list.
And then Jordan Poyer getting that big fumble.
Yes,
because that momentum for the Jets was picking up.
Yeah, it was swinging.
Yeah,
and I don't think, from what I heard, Jordan Poyer didn't like that the Jets were like lingering around.
The problem is
we only scored 3 points.
Have lingered.
Yeah,
because like you add those we missed a touchdown throw.
Yep.
Then we attempted a field goal kick and then missed it. So it was like there's a lot of points. And then Josh Allen had that fumble, and then they went back. It's just they just lingered. The Jets always do that.
Yep.
But we only had 1 punt.
Yeah.
All game.
But Corey Bojorquez, he punted at
53 yards.
Yeah.
It's a great punt.
Yep. So,
great punt.
I mean, it goes to show that's how he beat out Vedvik and I don't even know that other guy that we had in. Some British Jets guy.
Right.
But yeah, and holds were on point too, because I said that was probably one of the things that he might have been doing better was being a better holder than the other punters.
Yeah.
And holds were on point. Trade day doing trade day things. I mean,
he covered Chris Hogan most of the game.
Yeah.
Which
they threw to him once, and I never saw another pass to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold.
Levi Wallace did good. Yep. You could see they focused on Taron Johnson.
Yes, they did.
All game. Now, here's the thing. He focused Jameson Crowder for multiple times week 1 against us. Again, you can see that Sam Darnold throws his Jameson Crowder. What?
Yeah.
But I mean, we saw that Tre'Davious White was more on the left side of the field.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So you're saying you kind of want to see your number 1 corner shadow their number 1 guy, and their number 1 guy was Crowder.
Yeah. Now, mind you, his 100 yards or 113 yards that Crowder got for the game was that one play.
Yeah.
Like
it was a missed tackle.
I can't be upset with Taron Johnson, but I mean, if I had to look at my defense and the Jets are focusing on Taron Johnson, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
I would too. I mean, you got an All-Pro at Tre'Davious White. I mean, or I would focus on Levi Wallace, but
that's what I was thinking. I thought they were going to focus more on Levi Wallace or with that Chris Hernan.
Yeah.
Getting more opportunities
against linebackers, especially when Tremaine and Milano.
When Milano went down, I thought this was going to be Hernan's.
Yeah.
With Klein out there, and then when Edmonds got down with Dodson, and didn't hit him. So.
No. Yeah. I mean, in the game though, like unfortunately we didn't come out unscathed. We lost 4 linebackers.
Yeah.
That's huge. At a position that we were already weak at and
we
thin.
Didn't keep as many.
No. So, and we lost 4. I mean, we've heard yesterday Sean McDermott came out, said Milano and Edmonds are day-to-day. I'm not sure about Delshon Phillips and Dodson. I don't think the reporters cared about those players.
Yeah. I think they were just like, they're there.
Yeah.
No big injury.
No.
It was listed. They just said all these guys are day-to-day.
Yeah. And I think you would have seen more Bills movement if it was more serious, like them going out and signing a linebacker right away.
Especially today.
Yeah.
Like
and
to get them ready by Miami, and we haven't seen it. So
yeah. Instead, we brought in a corner on Monday to work out.
So here was my guess when I saw this. Are we going to try to put a safety in the box, like linebacker?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Versus like trying to find a either washed up linebacker.
Yeah.
Or we're going to be like, you know what? We've got Medikevich that can play this.
Yeah. Or maybe this week they activate that Andre Davis.
No, Smith.
Davis. Andre Davis. Maybe they do that where they activated that Zimmer and Cam Lewis this week, and then they're back down in the practice squad. Maybe they'll do that with Andre Davis this week.
I could see that.
You know?
Yeah.
But no, that's a good point though, because I think Saran Neal would be in that role.
We've seen a lot of linebackers do this now, so I wouldn't be surprised if they. I mean, especially because when you watch, sorry, I know we're kind of getting ahead of stuff. This week we're playing against the Dolphins.
Yep.
Dolphins lost to the Patriots 21-11.
Mm-hmm.
And more than likely Devontae Parker is out.
Yep. He's growing.
My only concern with that is they have a decent running attack.
Yeah.
With, I'm going to say Breda, but I know it's not Breda.
Burita?
It is Breda.
Breda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breda, Gaskins, and Howard. And
Yep.
Howard only started the game, but then only got red zone carries.
Yeah, Gaskin seemed to have a lot of...
Pretty much got more of the carries, plus Breda is out there for like those passing downs and a lot, again, with more of the carries. So I was more nervous about Howard being out there, but they're looking like they're trying to spread the field out. And...
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a run-focused offense, I'm assuming, against us, just because we're weak normally against the run. Right. Because we have our thinner, more athletic linebackers. So I hope that they... that's why I was kind of hoping that they would bring in a linebacker, because I feel like Miami's going to try to run it down our throat.
Right.
But we'll see if that happens, especially with Devontae Parker out. As for the offense, though, on the flip side, I mean, I see a game plan of more rushing on our end, because Miami has those 2 high-pay corners. I mean, you'll still pass, obviously, but instead of the 18 rushing attempts by the running back and the 14 by Josh Allen, you might see more rushing attempts by the running backs and try to just get them on the edge, get them up the middle, because up the middle, I don't know.
I don't know who their linebacker is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about it.
I don't know their linebackers up the middle. I mean, they got Shaq Lawson on the outside. They got Kyle Van Noy on the outside.
Well, they play a 3-4 with Van Noy and Lawson being the outside.
On the outside. But otherwise...
what's that? It's not Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
No, I think Dexter Lawrence plays for the Giants.
Does he?
It's the other Clemson guy.
Yeah, they have a Clemson defensive tackle.
Yeah, more than one Clemson.
Yeah. Right. So, but yeah, I mean.
So that's what you see. So, I made the bold claim last game that Zach Moss. I mean, I'll eat it, but Zach Moss played a lot more snaps than a lot of people thought.
Yeah, he played 45% of the snaps.
Yeah, and we saw him. I don't think I saw a Singletary at all once we got inside the 15-yard line.
No.
It was pretty much all Moss, and Moss caught his for his receiving touchdown,
yep.
and he did good moving it.
Yeah.
I just don't like that he couldn't. Like, he ran physical.
Yeah.
I feel like it was more on our offensive line not making a hole for our running backs versus our running backs not having the ability to make the hole.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Zach Moss break some tackles but only get a 3-yard run, and he was breaking tackles in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's concerning.
Yeah. So we looked at the stats with the Dolphins-Patriots.
Yep.
Pretty much the Patriots ran for like 200-plus yards against them. So, clearly, but I think the Patriots, that's their game.
Yeah, it's going to be that's what they're going to do this year, I think.
I don't see us doing that. I can see us doing, like, I think our game plan is going to be continuing what we did. I think we're going to spread them out.
Yeah.
But I think Singletary's going to have a bigger game.
Bigger game? Okay.
I think Zach Moss inside that 20, but I think we need Singletary out there more. I mean, Singletary, 9 carries for 30 yards.
Yeah.
That's a 3.3 average. I'm not that fast with math. I see it right here. But Singletary should have 15 carries this game.
Yeah.
Josh Allen should have 10 carries. It's going to happen. I know it, so just let it be.
Unfortunately.
I'm going to do another bold claim.
Okay.
Josh Allen throws for another 300-yard game.
Whew. On that secondary, huh?
On that secondary.
Wow.
Cam Newton, if he would have done his same, like, based on his average, he went like 15 for 19 for 150 yards.
Yep.
No touchdowns, no picks. Cam Newton has like no offensive threats and still was successful throwing the ball.
That's true. That is true.
We have an incredible talent at the outside. I don't care what player you're telling me. Cole Beasley, and I said John Brown was going to have a big game.
Yeah.
He should have had 2 touchdowns.
He should have.
And that 2 touchdowns. I
should have played him in fantasy.
Yeah. So I'm going to go. I'm going to say Josh Allen goes 30 for 45.
Okay.
I think another big game.
Yeah.
I think he's on a high right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 295 to 315.
Okay.
2 touchdowns, sadly 1 pick. I think he's going to throw a pick.
You think he throws a pick?
Yeah, I think he should have thrown a pick against the Jets.
A couple times.
Yeah.
He forced one into Diggs. I think he had one back to Moss that got deflected.
I think something's going to get deflected up in the air and make a stupid pick. No fumbles. I think he's going to have 1 turnover. But I think the big game, Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley has the big game?
Cole Beasley has the big game. 9 catches, 80 yards, touchdown.
Ooh, I like that. I actually like that because
I think
they have the boundary corners.
Boundary corners. I think we're going to beat them up inside. I think Diggs is going to get that 7 to 9 catches again.
Yep.
I like that we started off with those like almost like a West Coast offense right away. West Coast spread. I don't know how else to say that, but we were hitting these like
short passes,
5 to 7 yard pass plays, and we were just moving the ball. And the Jets had nothing for that.
No.
And I think we're going to start off that same way.
Mm-hmm.
And then my 3 sacks. I'm going to continue with the 3-sack average.
Okay.
I'm going to go. Oliver did me wrong last game.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Oliver. I'm going to go Mario Addison.
Okay. So he gets a second.
He gets a second. He's going to continue with this.
Yeah.
And your boy, Trent Murphy.
Oh, my God.
For 2 sacks.
Ah!
And then I think a pick. I think we get 2 picks.
Yeah.
I think Fitzpatrick tries to do
gunslinger Fitzpatrick things.
Yeah. I think 2 picks. I'm going to go Jordan Poyer and Saran Neal.
Saran Neal? I don't know if he has a pick.
He does.
He does?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to go, I think Saran Neal is going to play that weird, like I'm talking about, if Tremaine Edmonds and Milano's in that snap count, I think Saran Neal comes out there, plays a decent amount of snaps.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to say Fitzpatrick runs for more yards than any of the running backs.
For the Dolphins or ours?
For the Dolphins.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Yeah, for the Dolphins. Because last year he did a lot of rushing against us. And last year I'm pretty sure he actually led the Dolphins in rushing because Kenyon Drake just didn't do anything. And they rotated like 7 running backs last year. So I'm pretty sure Fitzpatrick actually led them in rushing in the season, which is insane to think about. But I think we focus on stopping the run because our passing defense is so good.
Yeah.
That
without Parker.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And their other wide receivers sat out.
Preston Williams.
Albert Wilson.
Yeah, Albert Wilson
sat out. And then Preston Wilson's off an ACL injury.
Yep. So
the only big threat they have is Gesicki.
Yep. And if Matt Milano's limited at all, that's going to hurt. But I mean,
I think we put Poyer or Hyde on one of those two.
Yeah. Or Saran Neal.
Yeah, I'm going to go Poyer or Hyde.
Poyer or Hyde.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want Saran Neal.
Yeah.
Saran Neal's a little too short.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's bigger than Poyer.
Yeah, but Poyer plays big.
That's true.
I get your size reference, but there's certain players that play big.
Yeah. Absolutely. Stephon Diggs, for instance, plays big.
Some of the hits that he took.
Oh, my God. I was, ooh. Yeah. Like, get in the cold tub, sir. Yeah. But yeah, no. And I think we only get 2 sacks. I'm going to say Ed Oliver and Jerry Hughes. Jerry Hughes gets a sack because their tackles are not great. And so I think Jerry Hughes gets around the edge on one of them. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to say 1 pick. Like, only 1 pick. But we're just going to stifle them. It's going to be a lot of 4 and outs again. Not a lot of turnovers. But the 1 pick, like we had the 1 fumble this week. But the pick is going to be Tre'Davious White. The Amish Rifle is going to try to test him.
Test him?
Yeah.
He does. He does.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's fearless.
His first pick against the Patriots
was Gilmore. Yeah, he's fearless. So he's going to try to test Tre'Davious White. And Tre'Davious White picked him off last year on the goal line.
Yeah.
In the one.
That one.
Yeah. The
beautiful pass play.
Yeah. So I think Tre'Davious White has it. I don't think Josh Allen has as good of a game just because I think the Dolphins secondary is far and superior compared to the Jets.
Well, so do I.
That we're gonna come out here with just a different game plan where it's gonna be running more than passing. So he's just not gonna have the opportunity to have the 300 yards.
My claim is we have a beautiful spread offense.
Oh yeah.
And we threw the ball 46 times when we were up.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you would have told me we would have thrown it 46 times being up 21-3.
Yeah.
Like, we kept throwing the ball. We kept moving the ball. Like, I just think that we need to, when it comes time to run the ball, we need to become more efficient. Like, Singletary at 3.3, I want that about, sadly, I think every running back should be about 4 yards. But if Zach Moss is going to get more goal line plays, I would like that to be between 1.5 and 2.5.
Yeah.
1.2, that's
not great. Yeah. I think it's going to be a big focus on this week in practice is reestablishing the line on run plays. Yeah. And just pushing, be more middle runs and like versus outside too. So I think it's going to be like 15 runs for Singletary, like you said, 10 for Zach Moss, 5 for Josh Allen. So I mean that's like 30 plays right there, and then maybe another 30 passing. So maybe 20 of 30 for 250 yards.
That's your goal.
Yeah, and a touchdown and a rushing touchdown for him. I think he only gets 2 touchdowns. But I think one of the running backs, I'm going to say Singletary gets a touchdown. Mm-hmm. So that's 21 points right there.
So
plus a couple field goals.
What's your score?
24-10.
24-10?
Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing you predicted last week?
Yeah. Last week was 28-10.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm going to go bold. Not bold. I'm going to go 27-13.
27-13?
No, yeah, I like 27-13.
27-13. Okay.
I think Josh Allen goes, again, I think he does all our touchdowns.
Yep.
I think he does 2 again in the air, 1 rushing.
Okay.
I think our 2 catches, Dawson Knox and Cole Beasley.
Yep. I think Dawson Knox has the big game.
That's what I'm saying.
This week.
I think Dawson Knox and Cole Beasley.
Yeah.
Like, just does your 70 to 90 yards each.
Yeah.
And then you sprinkle in 50 to 60 yards for your big wide receivers.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see it. I mean, it's going to be interesting because I don't know if the Dolphins play man versus zone. So it's going to be interesting to see who Stephon Diggs is on because to be honest with you, I think it would be a better matchup against Hayward because he's coming off an injury.
Yeah.
Where Byron Jones is coming off of just being good.
Byron Jones is good.
Yeah.
Byron Jones still allowed a lot. I mean, think about it. He was on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
When we did very well.
Yes.
And the Cowboys have pretty good defense.
Yeah. They got a good defensive line.
Yes. We still move the ball very well, passing it. I think Byron Jones is a good corner. I don't think he's worth what he got paid.
No. Robert Foster burned him a couple of times.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we have weird receivers. We don't have like these big physical wide receivers. Like, our wide receivers are gonna have space, and Josh Allen's not gonna throw
route running
unless these guys are open.
Yeah. Josh Allen has the ability to have the arm strength to throw when he sees somebody open, instead of where you have like your Drew Brees, who doesn't have the arm strength, but he's so far ahead of
like what the players are doing.
Yeah.
Like he can see what's going to happen before it happens.
I'm throwing it here because you're going to be there, whereas Josh Allen's like, I'm throwing it here because that's where you are.
It's going to come. I mean, this is year 3, but
Yeah. So that's our predictions. That's the rundown of last week's game. So
last thing I'm going to say, I saw this, very interesting. It was on this WTF stats.
Uh-huh.
Ryan Fitzpatrick has beaten Tom Brady in a Bills uniform, a Jets uniform, and a Dolphins uniform.
Oh my God. That is.
I'm like, oh my God.
What?
I was like, yeah, he did. He
beat
him as a Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did beat him as a Patriots. Like, when did he beat him as a Dolphins? I'm like, last year.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Was that at the end of the season?
No, it was 2 years ago when they did that stupid. When Rob Gronkowski went to make the tackle.
Oh, Kenyon Drake had the. Okay, yeah.
I was like, holy crap, he did beat him.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that was what was going on. He's not going to beat the Bills, so. But.
No, he's never going to beat the Bills. So, like us, follow us, share, comment. You know the drill. We'll see you next week.
See ya.